Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I am bringing you a top 5. I'm trying something new. I'm going to do a few of these and let me know how you like them. So today I'm doing top 5 perks, and what I mean by that is if you asked me if you could only use 5 perks for the rest of your COD Zombies career, what are those 5? And obviously if I could only use 4, then the top 4 are those 4 and 3 and so on. So this isn't meant to be like objectively these are the best perks, because it is kind of a preference depending on your playstyle. I might do a few of these top 5s. I'm going to upload them as like extra videos. They're not going to be part of my normal Thursday through Sunday upload schedule. If you enjoy this, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing. Also comment what top 5 I should do next, because I'm going to do a few of these and just see how they do. So coming in at number 5, I have Double Tap 2.0. So Double Tap 2.0 is Double Tap from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. In BO2, it really does change the game because the early rounds become a lot easier. The only reason I don't have it higher on the list is because once you get to like round 25 or 30, you're going to be using wonder weapons and traps, just things that don't actually need double tap. But what puts it here at 5 on the list is its use in Black Ops 3. In Black Ops 3, it significantly speeds up your strategy because your double pack-a-punch abilities, your AATs, your alternate ammo types, all that, they activate so much faster. If you have Deadwire and Double Tap 2.0, you basically have a constant mini Wonderwolf going on. Double Tap is integral to Black Ops 3 high rounds because you would play so much slower without it. In Black Ops 2, like I said, it really does help in the early rounds, but past around 25 or 30, you don't really use it. So the reason it does come in at 5 on this list is specifically for what it does in Black Ops 3 and how much it speeds up the game. And at number 4, I have PhD, and I'm not going to say flopper or slider, I'm going to put them in 1. So in Black Ops 1, PhD just makes the Mustang and Sally's so good, and the Mustang and Sally is something you should use on basically every map that has PhD, because if you get stuck in a corner, you just look at the ground and spam your Mustang and Sally, and PhD just gets rid of all the zombies around you to a certain point, about around 30s, when you're going to start noticing it takes too long, and you'll like still end up dying a lot of times you get cornered, but in early rounds, like the lower rounds, PhD, Mustang, and Sally, you can't get stuck unless you get insta-downed. We did see PhD in Black Ops 2 on Origins, but it was kind of useless. We also saw it on Buried as a perma perk, but like it was okay. It just wasn't the best. Obviously, it wasn't in Black Ops 3, but another thing that really puts it on this list is its use in Black Ops 4. If you were playing Black Ops 4, you have to be running PhD because every single map, the best weapon you get is the Helium Salvo, aka the rocket launcher on the map, and it's a box weapon on every map, and it is a one-hit kill to infinite rounds. So you need PhD because the Helium Salvo is so good, and it literally serves you the same purpose on every single map. PhD in Black Ops 4 is so integral. I'd put it higher, but it's not in Black Ops 2 really that much, and it's not in Black Ops 3. Otherwise, like if it was in those games and served a decent purpose, I'd put it higher, but for that reason, it comes in at number 4. At number 3, my personal favorite perk, but I do understand there are better options, is my boy Stamina Up. I love this perk. When I don't have stamina up, I feel like shit. My trains just don't feel as smooth. I get stuck way easier because I really like to focus on like tight hoarding, and those extra sprint bursts and the extra endurance you get from stamina up just makes training so much easier. It makes doing everything around the map so much easier. Think about how integral stamina up is on Origins. Like without stamina up on Origins, like I would hate the map. I would literally hate Origins, and it's my favorite map of all time. If you look at any of my zombie games where I'm like high rounding, I sacrifice speed cola for stamina up every time. The only time I do not sacrifice that is if I'm playing a really tight map where I need to reload fast more than I need to sprint. So for that reason, it comes in on this list at number 3. At number 2, the classic Juggernog. I mean, Juggernog, self-explanatory, gives you more health. In Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, you go from a 2 hit down to a 4 hit down. In Black Ops 3, you go from a 3 hit down to a 5 hit down. If you're playing zombies without Juggernog, even on like round 8, round 10, round 15, round 20, you notice instantly that something is wrong and you can't be very risky at all. And to get good fast setups, you kind of have to be risky sometimes. So that's why sometimes I even sacrifice having a weapon and I get Jug. I'm like, I'll buy a weapon later, I'm gonna get Jug and just knife until I get 1,000 points to buy an SMG off the wall. You know it had to be on this list. It's not number 1, which I know a lot of you are gonna be like, what do you have at number 1 then? At number 1, the most overpowered dumb perk in COD history. I want to say it shouldn't exist, but it just needs fixed. And that is Dying Wish. Oh my god, Dying Wish is stupid. So for those of you who don't know what Dying Wish does, or you want a little bit of a refresher, when the perk ability is fully recharged, if you go to 0 health to where you should be down, you go in this invincible berserk mode state, and when you're in this berserk mode, no matter what round you're on, if you knife, it's a 1 hit, so you're invincible and just can one-hit zombies with anything during this state. Once you get out of this berserk mode, it needs to regen a bit, like your perk ability needs to kind of like refill, which just takes time. You can't really do anything else but wait. So all you have to do is not get in a position where you're gonna go down like more than once every like 15 minutes. You can basically just get cornered, like completely mess up, not get red screen, not get side clipped a few times. You just don't have to get completely cornered more than once every 15 minutes or whatever the cooldown is. It is literally a perk that is a free get out of jail free card. It's, oh, you have an entire horde of zombies that just pin you in a corner and they're gonna down you. Well, you can just get out. It's fine. Just don't get cornered again for another few minutes. I think it is the most busted perk in COD history. It's not like it shouldn't exist. I think there's just a few changes they could do and it'd be way better. For an honorable mention, I'm gonna put Widows, and the reason is, like, I don't like Widows that much. But there are certain situations where Widows makes your game significantly easier. The bad thing with Widows is that it really messes up like the fluidity of your train, but when you're on a super tight map like Kino Alleyway, like that is a good example. If you ever train down the Kino Alleyway, having Widow's Wine makes life so easy, because if you get hit, you just stand in the corner, you turn around and the zombies slowly get into this pack and then you just thunder gun them. Depending on the type of player you are in the situation you are in, Widow's Wine can almost be better than Jug. I've talked about this before. If you're a very clumsy player, you'll actually get more use out of Widow's Wine than Jug. If you're a better player and you're good at keeping a tight train, you're good at not getting clipped in the side, Jug's going to serve you more purpose. Alright, well that rounds out the top 5. If you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like, subscribe on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to do a few of these. They're not going to take up my normal video slots. I'm also not going to commit to doing this like every Wednesday or every Monday or whatever, even every week. Like, I'm just gonna do a few of these periodically when I find time. Let me know how you enjoy it, and also leave a comment of what top 5 I should do next. It can be wonder weapons, worst perks, worst maps, just whatever. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.